storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
pick, can he? Now, why do they keep picking Monkey King mid? It comes out as Secret's last pick. What do you reckon? Is we are going to be fair to eat his words a few times in the past?
I mean, it's like Sinner said, it's a very skill-based matchup. It's going to be a lot of the little things. He doesn't have to worry about a roaming shaker, at least is one thing, or if there's going to be Zai playing that one. I'm looking right now at a very overwhelming amount of team fight on Team Secret. I think NIGMA really needs to attempt to just get ahead in the lanes and just really kind of steam. I feel like just eventually you're not going to be able to win the fight with Secret.
Yeah, and a big test as well to see if they get away with allowed them to win with the Riki the other day, right? If they can get that space, if he's able to get his diffusal without too many interruptions, but against a team like Secret, it's not going to be easy at all for Miracle for him to find that farm. We'll see how much pressure Secret can put on and how fast they can play. And if NIGMA is able to try and hit these timings and make sure they don't fall over in the laning stage.
Yeah, right now it's looking like Secret's kind of poised himself in what could potentially be like an aggro tri-lane for the start. What these items are, just one Tango and a Bassi, so kind of interesting. Maybe, I mean, he's going to make the moves. That leaves Matumba down bottom versus that Nature's Prophet that he knows has okay armor, at least deal with the harassment that could need some help. Yeah, I'm looking at Secret and I just see so much team fight is, like I said, just a really big concern.
30 seconds.
And I'm also seeing, I think Synderen was saying it too, just Force Staff. I think Force Staff and Ghost Scepter on Team Secret. I look at Team NIGMA, like either. It's very limited on their side, so we will see how that plays out.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess into this we saw obviously with your predictions, you know, Secret, you'd expect to be the strongest squad in the scenario, done and dusted. You still feel pretty confident with that in mind looking at this game.
This is it.
It's just such a comfort strategy. Sure, NIGMA, they've also played these heroes a lot, but Team Secret, they like their Call, their Ursa, and their Earthshaker. I feel like they always have some type of these three heroes. Either you replace the Ursa with a Troll, they've also just played Coddle Shaker. Too, but very comfortable for them.
And you like the way they're running it, having it as the 3 and having Yap on this support Void Spirit this time around.
I think they want to prioritize getting Zai a bit more levels in farm to address the big push that could come, right? Because NIGMA, you know that they're going to try to force the issue with this Chen, with his Nature's Prophet. If this Shaker just comes out with an early Blink Dagger, got all the, it's going to completely deter any of those type of pushes that NIGMA does go, so. Yeah.
Always for the odds there at the top of the screen, no surprise there, as it does greatly favour Secret to take this game. And with the draft in place, there's no reason to sort of believe otherwise if you're already thinking that Secret will be the ones to take it. They do seem to have the draft advantage. NIGMA, you know, NIGMA, that I say, we saw yesterday, this Miracle Riki, it's something they're very confident with. It's almost just having this Riki in the Chen pairing, just having a lane where Miracle's going to have that sustained siege. They're getting incredibly low, the two of them. Weehar's trying to find the angle with the side blades, but Nisha's able to step back. Weehar has the salve. No salve at the moment out on Nisha. He does still have a couple of tangos, and Courier nearly gets taken down by a side blade. Does make the delivery, but no salve to extend out, and he's just relying on the tangos. I'm really at the moment in that mid, 6-4-4-2.
Yeah, I'm mostly staring at this mid lane because, like, just like Sim was saying, it's very small things that can change the entire matchup. Nisha, he's getting pressure. Weehar's under the tower.
He has there. Nisha's able to dodge a little bit of damage there with the mission. Still finding the angles though, Weehar. He's just got to be careful. Coming late, trying to make sure that he doesn't allow Weehar to get the angle that Weehar needs. As you say, this mid lane, both of them just toying around with each other. Weehar's aggression farming underneath the tower. Balancing the equilibrium perfect. Make sure that you can get those hits off onto Nisha through the creep wave.
And it's neat to point out he went for the boots on the TA first versus that Monkey King. So he actually avoided and play around those stacks. That's why he was able to actually go for that type of play and make that aggressive move. Right now it's very even in that mid matchup though.
I mean, looking at the side lanes as well, pretty similar story there. We're getting both this bottom lane, Matt, on 30 mind control, and up as well, Zai, 12-4, Miracle 11-4-1. So nobody getting entirely a few ways mid lane. Nisha, he's that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. He was able to get into the trees, pop that salve. A couple of tower hits coming Nisha will be the victor there. And he is really pushing the limits in that mid lane, trying to get the but Nisha able to come out on top and get that all-important first blood.
GH trying to roll away. They've got the double slow on him, and the right clicks are building up, but the tree block.
Nice, Micro's working, but I'm looking back. With the blast, back into the range, and Matu jumps forward, gets himself the kill. Micro still trying to find Matu in response. He's continuing to trap him up with the triggers. Matu tries to jump away, but he's not going to be able to escape. Micro will be able to find the trade and take down Matu for his efforts in trying to get that kill onto the GHO.
You see that loser sticker?
Oh, that's...
Did they make it a lot larger?
Absolutely.
That's gigantic. Sorry, that just distracted me.
I was going to bottom lane, GH was able to get the roll in onto Puppy.
I heard the
a little far out of zone.
I heard the spray, and I was like, wow, that is a gigantic...
Who sprayed it?
Spray paint. I don't know who did it, but look how big it is. It used to be tiny.
Courier has been slain. Oh, GH is able to find himself a courier. Behind the tower there. Matu's courier was coming in. They've got that ward down behind the tower, ready for those courier sniping potential. And they get it. Top lane. A lot closer to the tower now. It's just the mid lane where we're really starting to see that because of that kill. To Weeha, Nisha's now able to get a solid lead in this lane, and it's getting to the point where Weeha's got to think more about utilising the neutrals. The lane a little bit scary now. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a range on the DD, so we'll be able to come in for this way. Nisha more than happy to fight up against Weeha. Weeha goes into the meld. Tries to stop Nisha from getting that last hit. Nisha's not messing around. He's just going to use the boundless to ensure that he gets the Jingu and can continue to farm and trig quite successfully here. I mean, both of them. You know, you can feel it. They're both doing the maths in their heads to see who can come out on top. Jump forward with the Resonant Pulse. Kuro's able to keep himself healed up with the Fairy Fire. The damage from the Riki. Miracle not quite able to find it with the tricks of the trade. Now Zai's salving up. Miracle, no jump available for 5 seconds. So Zai will be able to get the full usage out of that salve. And that pressure coming in from Secret on that around the 5-minute mark. So they're able to secure both of the bounty runes up there on the top half.
Yep, and they're pulling ahead. And all 3 lanes right now in the last hits, you see Ricky's still doing pretty well, but the fact that Earthshaker is going to be getting this much up top is really fortunate that they did, and making that the 3rd position. He's almost got the bottle finished up too. Rotation mid.
Yapsor can find the angle with his heat remnant. That will set up for a kill. Weeha. It's going to go straight in with the meld. They don't have detection upon them, so they won't be able to push any further onto this.
It's always entertaining.
Weeha with a quick route there to just hold his ground, not retreat, and just the chance of stepping into the line of the remnant.
And now the sentry arrives from Yapsor. Was coming out on the courier. If he had that a little bit sooner, I would have probably gotten that kill. A regen also spawns top. Weeha gets unlucky.
We'll be able to grab that one nice and easily. The bottom lane, Matu. Trying to case down GH. Sprouts out from mind control. Closes off the from Matu, and GH will live. Continue to farm very well, both the 2 bots down here, Mind Control and Matu. Starting to make use of the side pull. Mind Control 27 and 10. His profit's going to be farmed. I mean, everyone's going to be farmed. It's just that middle lane, as I say, where Weeha's going to have to play the bigger of the catch-up game. Not if he gets these kills, though. He's got the trap out, but Nisha, he's smart. Knows to not go through the river. There's a high chance to trap by that by the rune spawn. Go the jump up to the trees to avoid being caught in a position where you would expect the traps to be laid down.
Yeah, great skill point save. Always being able to do that. We're seeing some couriers flying in. I see a Native Prophet being in. That should be
one of them.
Is he gonna get stuck in this?
Yep, he certainly is. I mean, that's already what, 3 couriers, I think, at least, that NIGMA have been able to snipe down here.
I think it's 4.
Oh, well, there you go. They're getting a hell of a lot of them. Nisha's come down. He's on courier duty to try and get some revenge for them. But GH and Micron, other heroes get forced out there. They're rather close to their tower. And Nisha makes something happen here. Jumps in onto GH. GH's rolling bottle will be blocked off. Good line with the boundless onto 2 of them. Making Nisha close to the tower, but it's not quite underneath it. GH will get ripped down slowly by Matumba, as Nisha's rotation does manage to enable Matu and get this bear another kill on this bottom lane.
They're maximizing really well down bottom too. It's always what I see when they do have the Kyle on top piece. He's always just stacking these. If you don't block these camps, he's stacking them constantly, and then he's using the shotgun. And they're not only farming the wave, but they're also farming double stack camps without even losing any time because it's always shot up mid.
Bit of an attempt on it. We are down with the ban that's already being used. They can't push any further. We will be fine. Top lanes are very close to hitting the 6. 750 gold. The dagger. So, see the benefits of having that shaker as the 3. You are going to be in line to get a very solid blink dagger timing.
He's under vision here. Movement.
He'll slow the rolling though. Doesn't the TP in from mind control. Still up. It's on Nisha's life. Nisha trying to run, but with 2 of them on top of him, he'll find it. A big pull back there on the rock. GH gets the kill. Matthew jumps forward, but the trick. Bit of micro and mind control should be able to block Matsu off from GH. Remnants will give him mind control, but GH will be saved.
Top side.
Couldn't get anything in response. They're diving in onto him. Underneath the tower, he's able to down with the Fish of Miracle. Still got the tricks of the trade to jump in. Follows it up with the blank strike, and that will be a kill on Zai.
Nice move there coming out from NIGMA in response to all that. Also, Net's mind control now up to level 6. So now when they do go for any type of dive play too, it does have to watch out for that Wrath of Nature. Big extra bonus of damage. And yeah, moving forward, they're starting to position themselves aggressively to get ready for these bounties and outposts. Miracle is kind of making his way through, getting some information with Kuroki. Same thing for GH. You see them taking over like the enemy side of the map a little bit here to get those wards down. And the courier is GH. He sees one. He wants it. Will he get it?
Oh, he's gonna get it. I'm not having a official count on this. This is 5 couriers already.
Believe so, yes.
And the bounty, I'm correct, is 9, right?
Yep.
So they're on a. They might do it.
It's already. It's only 9 minutes in. I mean, they're gonna wait
10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh, GH, he's out. The Will of the Wisp won't get the pull back onto him, but the pull will be from the Remnant. Yapsor was there ready and waiting, and GH can get the bouncer in at least before he goes down. Actually doesn't opt for it. Turns to go with a kickback onto Nisha because he actually sees an opportunity to live here. Jump forward with the primal spring. They do get him. They will kill GH off.
Good space. Look at that mid. Oh, immediately he starts hitting that mid tower. Mike now ports in 2.
Matsu's going to come forward in response on his own, not the. Does have but did try and go aggressive on him. He would have the backup required. But I'm looking at the sort of the net worth though, and this it's another game where Miracle's getting the space. It's the net worth as the Rick, and we saw what he was able to do with that last time round, and there we had the official confirmation as well coming up on your screen. Indeed, 5 courier kills so far from NIGMA. Kuroki in the river. Bishop block on. Who do they want to give this kill to? They'll give it to Matsu. Matsu's able to have it. Miracle is fighting onto Zai though, and at the same time, Zai, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. Miracle's able to get this kill, turning over towards Yap. So GH with the perfect silence onto both the 2 of them. They could go and chase down Matsu here as well. Miracle's still got a lot of mana to work with. There's jump forward. GH is going to have the rolling bottom. In as well with the TP blocks off the entry of escape. Roll forward for GH. He hits the slow with the boulder. It's a triple kill for Miracle at just 11 minutes in. This Ricky, they've done it time and time again. They're so strong with these Ricky lineups. And he's having an amazing start.
Yeah.
4 kills already, 11 minutes in. He's having free farm. This diffusal blade, it's going to be online in good time.
And this is exactly what we're mentioning that they want to be doing. They want to be setting the tempo, playing faster. Maybe like some of the last hits in the lanes didn't go exactly the way that they wanted to, but once they hit that 9.5, 10 minute mark when my control hit level 6, it was go time. Everybody's starting to make these active moves. They have the heroes to dive in the back, like the panel mentioned. They have all like Earth Spirit, they have Nature's Prophet, they have Ricky, they have access into the back. This is exactly how they should be playing. Already getting mid tower, top's almost dead too. Good pace for them right now. They keep a bit ahead here. Secret just has a very overwhelming amount of team fight, but if NIGMA has a good advantage, they can actually take those fights.
You can see the build from Miracle as well. It's streaming big, but one of the items that massively messes with Monkey King, right?
Yeah.
Well, if he's able to get that diffusion into nullify, the Monkey King just gets destroyed. I mean, he already is. Nisha caught farming the neutral camp as Miracle GH jump in. Miracle, he's got the DD. Secret have to be careful that has how they poke at him, and they will back off. In the mid, you have he also on the retreat. Miracle still over on this half of the map very aggressively. They're going to try for
And look at
Puppey.
Puppey. He's
Roll
gonna
for.
get down.
They're going to get it. Will o Wisper's out, but it won't be able to stop Miracle. Miracle, he's able to sneak off into the shadows, and even with the TPs in, they just cannot catch the Riki. 6 clean kills already for the carry Riki so far.
He knows, like, this is the active role. Miracle knows, I'm not going to be playing just a farming creep hitting in front. I'm a Riki. I can make these aggressive moves with my Earth Spirit. Might get punished this time. Oh, Tree gets...
Yeah, GH was able to pull it off. Miracle, he has been dusted though. He's got the hand of God. Will jump over to the side, but Yapsor's there as well as Zai. Echo slam down. No messing around there from Secret. They want to end Miracle's reign on their half of the map, and they will do so. They'll also be able to have a bit of a poke at GH, but just the two of them, Zai and Yapsor, with no further spells to throw out. GH will be fine. But they got the big kill. They're able to finally put Miracle's streak to an end.
Pretty expensive, though. Like, Zai having to use... He didn't really have to use Echo Slam, but he used the Echo Slam. They're not going to have that for about 2 minutes now. And at NIGMA, you see that they're prioritizing, like, Miracle, he's going to be the one that's doing the ganking role, so then that's going to give My Control and even Kuroki space to farm. Kuro's actually just been farming down in the bottom lane for quite a bit of time, has that Dominator now finished. So it's like, they understand what their roles are, even though he's supposed to be like the hard carry Riki. He knows that he's just much more useful moving around ganking right now.
Got his eyes on Matu on the top lane. He's only Matu's got Zai around. Matu just starts to have a bit of a go. He is prepared with Dust as well if he wants to try for this. Doesn't look like they want to dive underneath the tower. Even with Zai around, they know there's a very high chance that NIGMA do respond with TPs.
They've got... Secret has all 5 heroes on the top side of the map. NIGMA is just going to take advantage of that right now because they did see almost everybody with that ward they have positioned up there. So they get the siege going down bottom with this medallion. Soon Solar Crest is already on the NP. They're just making really good moves around the map here, playing around Secret with all this vision that they have.
They're getting some very, very fast times.
And they can easily just sneak a Roche. That's the other thing we didn't really mention too much on NIGMA. They have a Deso, they have a Chen, and they have an NP. So 2 of those heroes, a TA plus a Chen or a TA plus an Ancient Prophet, could just end up going to the Roche pit very, very quickly and sneaky. Nisha.
Bounty runes. Mind Control came in, was able to get it with TP down towards mid. Nisha will be chased, but a quick knockback from Puppey. The blinding light stops Weehaw from getting those final few touches required to kill the Monkey King. Weeha's next time is going to be on very quickly. He's 1500 into the Blink Dagger, and onto the topic of Blink. Zai has his done. Able to jump in onto GH, closing off the escape route with the Fisher, but GH with the kickback on Zai will manage to open up the room for him to roll out to safety.
And instantly, as soon as My Control even sees that move happening top, Fury starts his teleport bottom. He's like, okay, they're bringing a ton of heroes top. We have better ways to split push and to control the actual map.
Nice jump on a Miracle, the follow Fish from Zai. It gets the kill onto him. Jump forward as well, blocking off GH. GH will pop the Magnetize, simulates the safety from Yapsor as he leaves GH to be taken down by the rest of his teammates. Underneath the tower they go. Matu claims the double.
Yapsor barely surviving here now too. And Secret actually turned this into a tower, because that's another thing we didn't really talk too much about, is they don't really have good tower pushing. So that's why we are actually seeing them going for these heavy committals to try to go for these kills. And Matu's going to beat on the top, but already, yeah, like we said, NIGMA, they're set up down bottom.
That time we talked about the diffuser player picked up by Miracle. Interesting to see as well, you know, the build from Matu going for the Battle Fury this game on the Ursa. I mean, obviously there's such things as the trees, the summons obviously from Kuro. You are going to have to deal with these mass units being thrown down lanes at you. Are you a fan of this? What does this sort of say to you? Is this Matu saying, we want to take this one late, I'm going to try and keep up with the farm and become this big late game bear?
That's pretty much the only thing. And then I guess the other thing that that Bridge was actually mentioning is he doesn't want to get Sprout clouded.
True.
He'll always have his Quelling Blade when he does have a Battle Fury, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's probably the biggest reason. Yeah.
And like, I did see him do this build as well the other day, but he was playing versus the Phantom Lancer, so that one like made sense because he wanted to have the ways to keep up the farm and always be able to deal with that hero. Yeah. Maybe just likes the build too now, and they do want to take it to the later stage because they know they do have an insane amount of team fight. It is a 6k gold advantage for NIGMA, and we're going to see how they press their advantage pretty soon here, as if the Blink and the Deso on Weehaw.
They're very good heroes to do it with, right? All 3 of their cores are just so strong right now with these first 1 or 2 major items that they've respectively built up.
In so many ways that, I mean, Panel mentioned also is piercing the back lines. The Earth Spirit and the Riki, but now with Templar Assassin, with your Dagger too, definitely look to do that. But now Weehaw
Will they grab him with the Remnant? I don't think anyone else is going to get there in time to save him. The Wukong's command is down. We are surrounded and won't be able to bring down Zai with him. That is a death on the TA, just in a bit of a position where NIGMA couldn't quite help him out. Zai still having a look in his room, but bang! Miracle comes in and one hit's all it takes to take Zai out. As low as the Shaker was sitting, they do have to pull into the Will-O-Wisp. They want to try and go onto Miracle. Despite not having Zai, but Miracle's still able to blink strike out to safety over towards Kuro. The Sprouts out on Sneasha. Jig, he's watching from the side, able to roll in, get the angle onto Puppy. The Magnetize as well out onto the three of them. Matthew jumps in onto Miracle, but the cloud is down. Matthew's starting to lose his mana. He has to pop the ult as NIGMA steps to force back the bear. The trap from Weeha slowing him down. Weeha being able to help out from the cave to Will Fall. And GH, he's even controlling Yapso. Yapso still has the astral step to jump out as well as to dissimulate, but his secret having to retreat. Oh, NIGMA with his eye! Oh, he's straight back in! It's a beautiful slam onto the two of them. Straight away blows up Miracle and gets GH2.
Oh my god, 2,800 damage.
Just out of nowhere. They're on the... There's a perfect fake back there from Secret. They're on the retreat. NIGMA was them down like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what you rough away. And then just die in from the trees. Bam. And they get the big kill. They're able to get Miracle straight out of the equation and they can push on more.
He has Blink still on cooldown 5 seconds. They're trying to get him. They might just be able to. Solar Crest active on him. They have the technology.
Matthew's brought it in. Team player he is. He's got the vision. Mind Control will TP out, but all in all, that turnaround from Zai, allowing Secret to really break apart NIGMA and getting not just Miracle, but also getting Weeha as well at the end of it all. We'll sit here on the replay. Zai. This is why you have the Shakers, the three. You're given these levels, you're given this far. It's just such an excellent game. So many things for that Slam to bounce off.
Absolutely, just all those summons, just the dream.
Still holding the lead, but definitely Secret able to put a dent into it. That last minute of gameplay.
Yep, now they're going to go for that Roche that we were mentioning that they could likely do pretty quickly and flip and risk. Now they know there's an Echo Slam, so that's kind of their go time to feel a bit safer to do so. But Secret, they do have everything else available. They do have the Will-O-Wisp. They're not going to try to battle. Not too quickly.
Just to be grabbed by Weeha. Still with that DD rune going for a little bit. Miracle will try and chase wherever he can find, but Secret, they're keeping themselves sensibly positioned. Up in the trees, Nisha just watched.
Nisha also going for Mantha, so trying to deal with all these little slows and silences that are coming out from the Earth Spirit, from the TA traps, all these annoying things. Of course, the defeat too that he can dispel.
He's the target. Jump forward, quick pull back with the Remnant. He's not getting out of the Secret.
Stayed in the ground.
A lot of three of them. I mean, he is
close to getting hit.
He's hovering around this area very dangerously. He is alone. Feels confident that Secret won't go for a play into their own jungle. Where Secret, they do have good vision around this whole area. But obviously with the Aegis, doesn't feel too scared whatsoever. And Secret, they will smoke up. They know that Weeha's playing this bottom half of the map.
I feel like
yeah, they have great vision down there. And they have the Blink and the Echo Slam at 30. And it is a level 2 Echo now too, so lower cooldown, more damage.
Tower is under attack.
What are they going to go for here?
See, do they want to jump Wee or even further? Miracle is also down in this area. Miracle, the much easier kill.
They see him.
Yeah, sentry's out. Very, very quick smoke cloud. Will slow things down a little bit. Buys time for Mind Control to TP in. The slam's there. Not enough damage to kill off Miracle instantly. It had the trick to trade jumping over the side. And Tide's been brought to the rest of the people to come in. They collapse on the Yapso. They turn over to Matthew. Matthew jumps forward, but he's falling low. They've killed off Matuma Man. Miracle's still alive. His side throws at the Fisher, but it isn't enough damage, and there is a pause.
TA, disconnect.
Oh. Unfortunate pause here from Weeha.
Well, it looks like a pretty unfortunate situation right now for Secret.
Yeah,
those heals coming up.
What happens next here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not great for Secret. They've just lost 2 heroes. I mean, get Miracle, that instant reaction there of laying down the cloud. I don't know if, did someone reveal themselves before they made the jump and he had the info, but he was instantly cloud upon himself, and then that just put the whole play to a stop. They can't deal with the cloud at this point in time, and it brought all the seconds that Miracle needed to live, turn things around, and for the rest of NIGMA to come in and start to turn this team fight once again in NIGMA's favor, as it probably will continue after this pause does end.
Yeah, and it was just like they all got there so quickly on the side of NIGMA too. Kuroki gets there, he has the Hand of God, the little extra heal for Miracle to survive, and then the Mech comes in, I believe, as well to top him off. And you see he's living just exactly because of that. But such a heads-up play, such a quick smoke. And that smoke screen we knew it was going to cause problems, and right there we did see it the first time. And now also like Nisha, he was trying to hit targets inside of his ultimate, he's just missing over and over again.
I mean, what's going to be the result of this? Is anyone from Secret getting out of it?
Oof. I don't think so.
He's only got an enchant totem left, so I think Zai, he's dead. Nisha still has the usage of the Manta, and there is a Will-O-Wisp out here, so if they do want to try and go on to Nisha, they are going to have to deal with the pull of the Will-O-Wisp, so maybe a little bit of time will be made for him. Puppy, he's used everything. He's got nothing else to help out. He can dig. He can dig his own grave with that trusty shovel. That might be the only play he has here. As NIGMA still with a 5-man up in this fight, and Secret down to just the 3. With all major abilities already being committed. Let's have a look. Can NIGMA get a clean up at this fight?
They probably will.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge for them. That's going to be such a momentum swing now too. And as we mentioned too, like Secret, no real good tower push on the team, and look at those towers on the side of NIGMA. Like, they're all very healthy. They keep getting good spots to take these fights. They're always there with the majority of their heroes too. And we talked about how their team fight, how Secret has this very big overwhelming team of it, but NIGMA with this lead and with this advantage, they've itemized. They can take the fights. There we go.
So, as expected, Zai, no chance. They do lose the Aegis.
Oh, Nisha TP'd out right in the middle of all of them.
All right, so Nisha does escape. Puppy won't be as fortunate. TP over from Mind Control. He's able to catch him out. GH with a bit of body blocking. So, hey, they didn't all die. They didn't all die. Nisha will live.
Slight silver.
Yeah, very, very thin silver lining as NIGMA now 9k advantage. I was saying on that a big old item. I mean, Miracle, he's going to get away with it. On top of the Diffuser Blade, he's already built up 3,000 gold. That relic into the Nullifier, it's going to be there. Almost certainly for the next fight. And then at that point, things get a little bit hard for Nisha.
Yeah, they're playing so well with how fast and how aggressive they're playing and responding to all the team fights. And I think they're really pushing versus
Miracle, one Miracle.
Yapsor just gets him.
All right, easy kill. Easy kill for Yapsor. Is going to jump in, trying to chase down Yapsor, but now he's going to die as well. Yapsor just turns it around. Miracle was trying to hit the tower. He's dead also. He's trying to TP out, but Zai's able to cancel it. Do they have further disable? He's trying to hide in the trees, pushes them out with the sprout. But again, Yapsor lays down a remnant. They get all 3 of them.
They just lost
all 3 claws dead because of Yapsor poking at a 3-man push-in where Miracle was sitting as low as he was.
Okay, well, I mean, that just happened. Nisha gets himself a hefty amount of money. I think that's Yapsor's and Yule's finished up that, and they're going to keep going. They're going to
get Kuro also. Oh, you cannot give Secret anything. If you give a little bit of a slip up to Secret, it doesn't matter how far ahead you were. It suddenly starts feeling like Secret's in charge.
Yeah, now Matumba has, I was just mentioning how he's kind of far from the Battle Fury finished up. Now he's got it done, and now he's going to be able to farm at a faster pace. They're actually going to get their first tier 1 tower too. So a lot of information gain. I mean, that's a... What was the gold lead actually? Yeah, it was over 10,000. 10,000?
I think it was reaching it. It was close.
Okay. Full 5k gold swing, and now the experience is probably actually in favor of Secret off of that.
They would have got some big kills, big boosts after getting all 3 cores and Kuro on top. NIGMA cannot afford to make those mistakes. They will quickly lose the lead that they've built up.
Yeah, it gives a lot of, like I said, it gives a lot of different items now available for them as like Yapsor, Yules. They have the defensive item now. Well, Puppy already had the Ghost Scepter, but he's also near a medallion. This gave them all pretty much. It just finished an item for each of them almost. Nisha almost has his relic now finished up toward that radiance. That was a big boo boo.
Top lane there goes Secret. Do still continue obviously taking these tier 1s away. They don't really have the best of lineups to take towers quickly, but this tier 1 already sitting very low.
Yeah, and they have all their ultimates available, and they do still have crazy team fight. And now since they've lowered that, you know, that differential, now is where that team fight really does.
Tower has fallen. I could have predicted this.
Did anyone actually? I didn't actually notice. I didn't point it out, but nobody built a vessel on the side of Team Secret when they're playing versus a Chen. Kind of like the hand of God and everything really does be pretty influential, but I guess they just didn't have time to do it this game.
No, I think because of the let's go because of the screen and the play Nisha. Winning here with the Wukon's command. GH is trapped in it as well as Mind Control. Being pulled back by the Will of the Wisp. They'll kill off GH first. Now the turn over towards Mind Control. Round and he needs help. Miracle now turns to fight. Wukon's command will shortly come to an end. Miracle tries to jump in onto the side, but Yapsor's already out with the Astral Step. They're diving. We are behind the tower. The rest of Nigma, they can't get it's too dead. Mind Control steps in. The smoke screen. He's trying to help out the Nature's Prophet. Jumper tricks the trade. They will find the trade on the Matsu's at there, but Nisha, mastery control from the with the pullback of the Remnant. Smoke screen out once more. They step out. Zai, huge damage onto the Ricky. Miracle falls. Only Mind Control and Kura left. Is a perfect Fisher line as well from Zai into the balance strike onto the two of them. Secret, they're just destroying Nigma now. This game has fallen entirely out of control from Nigma. Secret, they are in charge. The net worth has been totally leveled out. And if Nigma gave up that huge advantage as they did and as they had, I don't know how they're going to be able to reclaim it. If they started losing whilst they were that far ahead, I don't know how they're going to start winning where they're now going to be playing from behind.
Full Radiance now finished for Nisha. The way that they choose their targets in the fight is just so damn good. They had such a good blanket of control in the area because the Wukongs, they see Weeha uses BKB, and they were like, I just see like 3 people pinging Weeha, and they all just start chasing them immediately. They know that's the main target they need to kill. They know that's the majority of the damage, as this Ricky, sure he has a defusal, but once he gets hit by any type of spell, he's pretty weak now. Edge? I didn't think.
I got the Nisha. Nisha, yeah, pretty much everything with the Manson style. They do manage to get him in the smoke. Roll forward, Nisha. He'll go down. Maybe they can move for more here. Nigma need to. Yep. Seen how Secret do it themselves. They get 1 kill. They go for many more. Let's see if Nigma can do the same. As that is Nisha dead for a full minute. This is a good window for Nigma to try and get things rolling in their advantage once again. Miracle has the nullifier done.
Big spike for Miracle with this throw share.
He's looking for the backlines. Who's he going to jump into?
Middle tower.
They have to take advantage of the fact that Echo Slam is on cooldown and that Nisha is dead.
Miracle.
Radiant's middle tower is
vision inside of the base. Does he want to jump into the base though? Could be a bit of a risky play.
They know. They're pinging it.
That's the sentry. They've got the vision onto Miracle now. They know he's there. And with that, Miracle will struggle to get the jump onto them. Still a little bit of time before Nisha's back in. There's the angle. They get the grab with the Revan. It's the Fisher. Miracle, he's getting chased up down. We'll be able to pop the tricks of the trade. We are committing to the BKB. Zai jumps over again. His Echo Slams ruined Miracle every single time. Zai's always immediately on top of the Ricky. And as soon as Miracle's gone, the fight's over for Nigma. Nigma have to back out of here. They will manage to get everyone else out by the looks of it. But it's another time where Miracle, you know, Zai, he's just got his number every single fight.
Yeah, he doesn't have a BKB on the Ricky. Because he has gone for this full aggressive style. And it's gonna hurt him it's gonna of course hurt him once they are able to get any of those type of grabs on him. Because if he gets locked down at all, he's just gonna get full focus. And Echo Slam, as soon as it does come up, you see Secret, they're very aware of that. They know that they can always take the advantage when they do have it. So now, can Nigma actually punch back now that it is on cooldown? 80 seconds that they have some time to push out their lanes and try to take a fight.
There's so many ways from Secret to set up in these fights, whether it be the remnants from Yaps or Zai making the commitment with the jump. No, he's queuing it up and he's got to have it done. Back to see Nigma play just a little more cautious until Miracle has the BKB. I mean, I say they're smoking up. It's risky.
They don't want to give up Roche. They're scared.
Sure. I mean, GH is going to go for the roll-in. Will manage to start onto Matu, but now no, Zai's managed to lock GH in with Matu. As GH falls, they do get on top of the Shaker, as Zai will go down. Nisha on top of the trees, does jump out. Mind control, controlling him with the Sprout, but he's able to cut himself away with the Quelling Blade. It's an instant buyback from GH as NIGMA know the importance of holding onto this area. A Miracle, lying at the back lines, will get tripped up by the Remnant. The Secret, they're playing careful. With outside, things are a little scary. Yapso tried to use with the Nullify, instantly bringing him down and out of it. Will still manage to dissimulate and Astral step back as he will survive. Sprout onto Matu, cuts through with the Battle Fury. Puppey being surrounded, microed up by Treants. He's blocked in, and GH rolls forward. They get the silence on the Matu. There'll be a buyback from Puppey. They're hitting to GH. Matu getting the stack, so GH is rolling bottom, blocked off. They'll kill the Earth Spirit. The Will-O-Wisp from Puppey, the buyback is paying off. Mind control getting dragged back yet again. Miracle, he's found Matu, that jumps in on the side. The Cloud's out, we are commits with the BKB. They've killed off the Ursa. They turn over towards Nisha, but the Will-O-Wisp is down. The Remnant from Yapso grabs Miracle, stops him from being able to commit onto Nisha.
They gotta run.
He's back in the game, and he has got Echo ready to go. Level 18 as well on this Shaker. A huge scare for NIGMA. They did get Matu, but that's not to say they can stick around this area with Zai being around.
Good way that they push their advantage there, though. I like how far they commit forward to go for those kills when they know the Earthshaker's dead. They're just trying to take advantage of that big Echo not being there. And great catching Matu, getting him under that smoke screen. Still seeing how obnoxious it can be for these heroes, since like they actually haven't built a 4-step on the side of Team Secret. They just have gone for the Ghost Scepter in particular, at least on the Coddle. And now he's the Vlad's in a medallion. Rare to see no 4-steps versus a Riki.
I mean, hey, it's kind of working out for them. They're holding on to the game and their cause. I mean, Nisha, he's at the top. This Monkey King with the Manta Radiance, his farm's only going to continue to spiral upwards. Same to be said with Matu with the Battle Fury build. If this game goes on, they're going to be able to farm that little bit more efficiently in comparison to the cause that NIGMA have with the item builds that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm seeing how many halberds are they building, right? They have Zai has a halberd. I saw Nisha queued one up as well. So they just want to have as many different ways to throw that onto the TA and onto the Riki, because I mean it's amazing versus TA, as it's just that much better versus ranged heroes. Echo Slam still at the ready. Secret definitely are ready to look for a fight. NIGMA does choose to actually go for that here. They've actually put all their wards up around this top area, so they want to be ready for this Rosh, because that's going to be the next biggest point of contention. Both teams
Around this pit area.
Yep. Both teams just very hyper aware of that area, so mind control, he's going to start it way down bottom, push it out.
Yeah, definitely a stronger fight available from Secret around a closed area like the Roche Pit. Between Slam and Wukong's command, they can just lay down this whole area that makes it very hard for NIGMA to fight into. Will-O-Wisp as well, of course.
Yeah, just like we said, a crazy man team fight on Secret, especially in those type of like the circle areas, of course. And we didn't really get to talk too much about neutral items, but just point them out really quick. We have Nisha with that destruction, really good on him, and they have the Mindbreaker, especially on the Ursa. That's actually really nice, that insta-silence.
True, and having the attack speed you do, I guess, you know, you're hitting a lot of times, so that extra 25 magic attack, you're going to get a lot of hits with that.
Yep, and then of course they have a Titan Sliver on Riki, and for the most part just a Paladin Sword on TA, maybe a little bit less of luck in comparison to Team Secret. That Monkey King with Orb of Destruction is always going to be spoken.
There we go. He's going to jump onto Matu, but Matu quickly gets the ult tap before the smoke screen's there. They turn up to Miracle with the trick to the trade side. Jumps in the backlines. Doesn't get Miracle this time, though, and the damage isn't quite enough to instantly kill Mind Control. They're still able to turn onto him. Zai, Fisher out, two of them. Yapso playing with the backline. Puppey and Zai getting nuked down low by the huge Nature's Wrath. GH keeping the magnetite, going onto Puppey. Inside the pit, Weehawk, he's going for Zai. Will get it. Nisha jumps forward. Nisha trying for Weehawk, but he's silenced. Plus the managed to remove it. Staying locked down onto Weehawk. The fullback Yapso with the Remnant grabs the TA. We are hides. Do they have detection? It doesn't need it by the looks of it. They have the AoE. They'll kill him off. And with that in mind, they can step into Roche. 4 heroes dead on NIGMA. A successful fight for Secret leaves NIGMA unable to stop Secret taking the Aegis.
They were so unbelievably prepared for that. Like, that jump by Miracle was extremely over-aggressive. And they already had the Ward and the Sentry down. GH wants to try something sneaky. He can't. But yeah, amazing positioning by Secret. The Echo Slam actually was kind of off the mark. He didn't even get him with the Aftershock on the Nature's Prophet, just kind of killed off like some treants and summons. But then overall, they hold their ground, and only the back lines, the Coddle really gets focused for the most part, but the main core is actually hold their ground. Yeah, sorry.
Bit of a support on support action here.
Ooh, he stopped his TP on GH though with the
Yapso's going to chase this.
Dire's top tower and
GH is tanky.
nobody's business.
I mean, Yapso, he still wants to try and go for it, but with the spider legs, I think there's no closing this gap.
There's no TP though. He canceled it earlier with the clumsiness.
I mean,
so
if he steps in,
Zai's TPing top. He wants to look for the setup here.
Alarmist.
Yeah, he's going to block him off.
He's going to see him.
Zai's found him. No mercy here from Secret. You cannot run from them. Zai and Yapso just setting up and chasing down poor GH across the entirety of the map. And they get him.
Dire's middle tower.
They get him. Another kill for Secret now with the lead. 2K advantage, 31 to 23. Their two cores, Nisha and Matuma Man, as expected with this Radiance and with the Battle Fury builds. They are just farming an absolute treat. Nisha just 3,000 ahead of Weehaw, and that gap's not closing anytime soon. Full Monkey King bar and Matuma Man.
Yeah, I mean, these items have really paid off for them. Like this Battle Fury for sure. He's able to farm so much more because of it. Nisha with that Radiance too. Now they've got good ways to actually push out their lanes easily, and they're ready. They're hungry. They want another fight. And I don't know if NIGMA's going to be prepared for that. These fights are just looking to get harder and harder as Secret just seems to be acquiring just so much more around the map. And now it's now full Shivas even on the Void Spirit, so a lot of big items coming out for them.
Goodness, yeah. Especially so with the fact that Miracle is still not quite being able to finish BKB. He's struggling towards it. You can see how much of a hit his farm's taken as he's starting to fall down close to the realms of the supports, really.
Yeah.
This Riki is just, it was great time on the Diffuser Blade, but going for sort of the greedy build and the Nullify, he just wasn't able to do enough with it. You know, you get this item, you've got to be finding the kills. If you're not finding the kills with it, you are just going to easily get out-farmed by these carries going for these builds that just propel their farm so much in response.
Yeah, it's kind of the nature of the hero though, right? It's a Riki. Yeah. You're not going to be farming that much faster unless you go for a Battle Fury build, which we haven't seen some people do.
Yeah, I'm seeing. Oh, great. This looks to be another where Secret are able to start it off with a quick kill. Mind control, no messing from Zai, slams out. The Prophet is dead. Zai also able to get the angle with the Fisher onto GH. GH living for a little bit with the Ghost Scepter. Rolls forward, but is blocked off. Yapsa pulls him in with the Remnant. GH will fall. They do manage to get two in responses. We Are a Miracle did manage to work their ways round to the back line.
Tomba Man's coming to join the fight now too, though. He wasn't there either. They're still looking at chase.
And we are BKB and TP out. They haven't got anything to stop it, so we'll manage to live there. So, all things that we've seen, you know, not necessarily the worst team fight that NIGMA's had to experience over the last 10 minutes or so, but still not necessarily one that's going to swing things around.
Nope, at least it propels Miracle closer to BKB. I think that's the most important thing, that he was able to at least pick himself a kill onto Puppy. So he'll feel a little bit safer. He's going to try to finish that up, down, bottom in the meantime.
Oh, Spell Prism. That's a nice one. Who's going to be grabbing that?
Ooh. Oh, and a Leveler. Oh, look at that.
Some juicy tier 4 items for Secret. Yeah, Leveler straight into the paws of Matuma Man.
He has so much attack speed for an Ursa. Every time I see him attack him, you're just like, whoa. Like, he has treads. And then even just the small little bits he gains, like Monkey King Bar, the Manta.
I mean, yeah, he's massive.
He is.
And Satanic's got it. It's done. It's done. One more wave and a quick trip to the secret shop of NIGMA, and that Satanic will be picked up by Matuma Man. Pushed into NIGMA's half of the map once again down here.
And they give the Prism to Zai, and he also hits level 20. So echo damage increased for all those summons.
I mean, that
seen a couple times.
That is when you feel your happiest as a shaker, right? When you hit 20. If the game's going good for your team, you've got 20 now. I mean, it's already hurting, but you're right. Just a little bit of a boost making all the difference. Now, NIGMA's got to be so careful with the way that they're grouping up in these fights.
Under attack.
And Zero and Mind Control have to be very, very cautious with how they're playing with the summons. A secret, they get the 2 towers down bottom. It's another creep wave being pushed right up towards the front doors of Nigma's base.
Yep, Aegis does get reclaimed, but Nisha does not care. He's jumping forward. He wants somebody. Miracle will be able to get away with Weehaw, both of them sneaking out.
And we'll see. Let's see how much of a difference this BKB makes for him. I mean, for Miracle, he's going to be BKBing, and who's he trying to commit on, do you think? Who are you trying to just jump on, BKB, nullifier, and take out the fight before they can do anything?
Well, he can do the coddle because he can just not have to worry so much about the Ghost Scepter. It's going to be important because Puppey, he does do a lot inside of these fights, just giving his teammates the reduced cooldown, a little blind. It's very scary. Batu.
Yeah, they're going for him. He is able to make his way out of the cloud, though. They won't quite be able to kill him off. Mind Control does Sprouts in, jumping from Miracle. They're still trying to commit, but Matu's able to turn. Satanic. He just heals straight back up to full. Miracle's popped the BKB, but he's having to be very, very careful about how he goes in. He's having the BKB run away. GH has been left behind. The Fisher catching Miracle just as the BKB ends. He'll still be able to blink straight to the high ground. But that was their first fight with the BKB on the Riki, and it just feels much, much too late for it to be any real use. So Secret are just too far ahead right now. They're pushing up to the tier 3s. Fortification continues. Miracle trying to jump in onto Nisha. And with a quick Manta style and a step away, can easily get his way out of the cloud. Secret just none of their heroes falling low whatsoever.
And it's really scary now for Enigma too. Like, I mean, it's been scary for quite a long time, but they all get hit by this slow that comes out. His eye is going to have an opportunity for Echo Slam potentially.
Yeah, he's in. He's running onto the side. He managed to disarm Riki, calling Miracle to hold off to the side. Mind Control is just getting ripped apart. It's 26 on Nisha. He's got the extended Wukong's command. It's laid down. Miracle's trapped inside of it all. Zai lays down a slam to secure the 2 kills for Matu onto both Miracle and Weehaw. Weehaw, he's buying back, but the rest of his team, the 3 of them dead. No buyback available for them. As Secret clean up the middle lane towards the tier 4s. They know that they're about to shut this game 1 down. And NIGMA, I mean, it went all so wrong for them. They had such a great start, but going back to that first mistake, Miracle sticking around for that tier 2 tower push into Yapso poking, setting up for the 3 kills, and Zai also as well. That first big play with his first Echo Slam down bottom, it all just fell apart for Enigma. They were never able to get it back together at all this game after that.
No, I mean, they had like a couple of trade fights after that, but you can't make those type of mistakes versus a team like Secret, the best team in the world at the moment, and also a team that has overwhelming team fight over you. That's the one thing we kept harping on is Enigma. They were getting this good driving force, keeping the pace going, but when you have way underwhelming team fight in comparison
Whispers in my mind, I slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said. always be there. The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late. Whispers in my mind, I slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said. Sorry if it's too cloudy skies and waves of violent stars between these two worlds. You try to find your own. I try to run, try to hide. I needed to survive. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry memories in my mind. I slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? Last thing you sorry if it's too late. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? Last thing you sorry if it's too cloudy skies and lips of fire and stars between these two worlds. You try to find your own. I try to run, try to hide. I needed to survive. Heard you in the rain. Will you always?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Enchantress.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Mirana.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Work. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, pick. Dire team, pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, pick.
Protector.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team, pick.
Luna.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, ban.
Spectre.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team, pick. Radiant team, pick.
Void incarnate.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero, my good friend.
Oh my god!
From above.
You really should prepare for battle.
Yeah, it's a really strong last pick. I'm actually really liking their draft as well too. It looks really strong, really well coordinated too, and it can be really aggressive. They have so many stuns. It makes your gameplay just so much easier, and stuns with Nether Toxin, as Purge mentioned, is what makes that ability that much stronger. So that should be pretty nice versus that Spectre. Yeah, it definitely looks like it should be a much harder game for Secret, as they also just have a ton of damage issues, like the panel was talking about too. But they do have Yapster on the Rubik. He has a plethora of spells that he can steal. And it is going to be a different kind of style of game, right? Because it is I playing a Treant Protector, which I don't think I've seen too many core trees. I know Seb in particular was one of the guys that always loves it. So, yeah. Yep.
The battle begins.
Yeah, I think it'll still be tough. I don't know. The Viper, a Viper with like this amount of stuns, it would really make such a big difference, because you're not. I mean, he might be forced to actually go for something silly like a BKB in this game at some pretty early on. It's like just because the way that they've drafted is so many stuns, so much magic damage, and that Nether Toxin. We'll see how that does play out after these lanes, as it does look like Secret. They got the lanes that they wanted in particular. They wanted to have this Spectre dodge this aggro lane and put him versus the Sand King with Puppey supporting. No, not really. He does have a good way to at least like soak some damage, of course, with his like red impulse and all that. So you're like kind of mana trading, but Viper should win that one pretty. Walk into the wrong area. And now Puppey, he actually found himself a pretty... He made his way away from bottom because he saw that Mind Control was body blocking the hard camp. He has a Dark Troll Summoner. Yep. He's gonna have to jungle a lot, yeah. Yeah, and you can imagine that GH does something similar that he did yesterday, is put down some deep aggressive wards early on those, either like one of these, this cliff side down south or the cliff side up north, just to watch the jungle. Yeah, he knows Nisha's gonna be there. Immediately already open him. Yeah, he just made his way up there, but yeah, they broke the way that NIGMA wanted to lane because of the way that they set up their lanes, right? They won the top lane, and then Luna's like, I don't want to be top as a Luna. Luna is way too risky up there when you're playing versus Treant, Rubik, and a Enchantress. You're out of position. TRL can't be caught out of position. You just get brought down very quickly. You're quite squishy. So, I mean, fantastic start, at least for that, for Team Secret. Of course, that mid is still going to be a big struggle for Nisha. But that Spectre, free farm is what it's gonna be.
We go unseen.
Can now. that you lost pretty hard in those first 3 minutes at the top up there. Mind Control just kind of has to cut waves, and he is going to do that at least. Maybe he's able to take some of this neutral camp as well. No, he's just going to cut the wave. But yeah, Matu, no pressure whatsoever is going to be happening onto him. No stuns for 8 seconds. Here come. GH though, the damage, it's a lot, and there's another one. Okay, mid, Nisha. Be careful. There's also Avenge hanging around the positioning. I think they might actually just try to use when Weehaw plays over aggressive to try to go for it. But Weehaw, he's actually just gonna be able to kill Nisha here easily. Oh, they bring both in case any type of dive shenanigans. Just don't let them get any type of tower pressure off of it. Get that catapult killed early on. We see Zai is already starting to. He's just cutting wave bottom with that extra amount of mana regen that he has with his Nature's Grasp, because he can't actually lane versus the Luna. Ooh. I've seen that Dominator build still quite a bit, right? I think Crit was the one who popularized it a month ago or something, or maybe more time than that, maybe a couple months ago. I saw like Dominator in their Ags a couple games, but I think this one might be one where he goes a little bit more just right-click focused. Yeah, they have the Venge anyway, so it buffs you up a lot, but we'll see. He's got the sampler builder now, I like to call him a Luna 222.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Puppy. He's still getting pretty good farm on Mind Control. I think considered even like 1-1. He's got that 800 gold. He's got a bracer and boots. Feeling pretty okay up top. And you can see that NIGMA, they're okay with this. I feel like sure the first 4 minutes things went a little bit wonky for them, but they have a Viper versus the Spectre, so they're probably like, okay, Matu's farming, but we have the thing to address him. Okay. Yeah.
Fire's middle tower is
and he's going to be the one that's more active, looking to move around, looking to punish the Spectre. So with that, he's going to be around his team, and he's going to be able to provide that extra little bit. And Miracle, he is going to be going for that straight click build. We see he's queued up the Dragon Lance. He gets a very nice Iron Talon for himself too. Love this item actually on a hero like Luna, because you're hitting Ancients all the time. Should be able to farm very quickly, as he did go for the good skill build as well, since he wasn't getting too much pressure. 2-4-2. They might have both possessions of outposts here too. In about 15 seconds, can Secret actually make it through? It looks like Puppy's darting his way to try to get to it in time. He's got it.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself? Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to.
We're going to try to at least get the tower out of the movement, but with that living armor, it does get halted for quite a long time. And Secret, they're actually just knocking on bottom. They've been given, and Zai is going to go top to D-push. Going to throw down the Nature's Grasp plus the armor onto this catapult wave. And even Glyph on top too, so Glyph plus living armor.
Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are.
Yep, I like that Nigma's. Yeah, I like that they go and they knock on mid tower too. Don't just hit one tower, hit both. And oh, courier! Oh.
Dire's courier has been slain. Another innocent slain for our amusement.
Shadows.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Pinging
under attack.
top. Zai looks like he want to go. He's pretty low on mana though.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Radiant's bottom tower is being
And he's spotted.
subjected to extreme violence. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But Matu dies. That is very painful. He wants to be the one who survives and at least gets experience or gets a little bit of something from the kills that do come out, since he actually had to use Haunt to join up there.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hey, he's actually, Nisha's actually farmed. He's caught up very soon. He's actually ahead of Weehaw in farm on this Void Spirit.
Faster I fly.
Yep. A part of the Viper, but they still wins the Spectre. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Up top. Immediately, Weehaw starts pinging the tower. He's like, "Yo, Tree's dead. Let's press forward. Let's get this tower before he respawns. Before he can start to slow it down off of it again."
Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is go time. They've got like they've got not everything they need, but they've got the majority that they need to really take over the map versus what Secret have. The blink on that Sankin coming out so early. Miracle is fairly tanky and strong too, especially when they go next to the Venge, who buffs them up a lot when he has 4 points in the Venge sword already finished.
Must I repeat myself? Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
I'm not sure how Secret fights back in these next, like, I don't know, maybe like 5, maybe even more than 5 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes or so. It's going to be very difficult for them to actually take any of those type of fights. They have to kind of just hope that NIGMA is more split up and they can catch heroes out of position. Because if they are looking to fight in any type of team fight, they will likely lose. NIGMA's a lot stronger than them right now.
Under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration?
Secret will take whatever they can get, though. You see no hesitation to use the haunt there from Matumba Man. He's actually he actually has the Manta style finished up. Pretty good timing. I like this. There's no haunt. Yeah, force the fight. You have everything available. You know you're stronger in the 5v5 anyway. This is something that you force Secret's hand. And Secret, they can't address this, so they have to actually just try to get some farm, but they don't seem aware of this. Look at Matumba Man's positioning. They are all kind of hiding off of the map at the moment. This is a very good play by you. Yeah.
Roshan is the late. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's a okay. I thought just because it's a miracle, he would go for something more greedy just in between this because of probably how good it feels in the game at the moment for him, but. If they can get the BKB, they could actually just end the game once he gets that. So that's probably the biggest thing he's thinking about. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Yeah, and you just want to close the game out. If you can close the game out in these next 12 something minutes, the Spectre won't be online and won't be available, or they won't be ready to actually take a good fight versus them. So yeah, I do like if they get double BKB timing. It would be quite nice.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself? Of cunning or perhaps of desperation, Dire's structures have been fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep. It's got to be a little crisper when they do get those BKBs and go for that push time. And they're all sticking together. Nobody's really splitting up on their team this time around.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So many stuns.
Tower is being subjected to extreme violence. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Allies disappear.
He's been farming in that exact spot for, I want to say, like 4 minutes now. He's just been chilling over there, just knowing that it's not safe to show in the lanes. Zai is the one who's going to be at least addressing the top lane over and over again because he can do it invisibly and just
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress. It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
Oh, you just TP. Oh. And it's the space. They forced them back, so this gives them more time to be able to farm up for that Spectre. And I'm dead. They forced them back. This is not all of Enigma. Stolen Viper Strike? And Miracle's lucky that he gets away there. He almost actually died to the blade mail of Nisha. His ultimate almost killed himself on it there. That way, the way the Secret actually just forced... Now they forced Nigma's hand because they forced 2 TPs to the left and immediately they look to pick a fight mid when they have the number advantage and they get a big one out of it.
Bounty.
That definitely shakes Nigma quite a bit there. They're going to be much more hesitant now when they address the side lane push from Zai, he's been doing this the whole game, right? Just Nature's Grasp, throw your book 1, push the lane. Because they're not going to catch him in the tree lines. It's too difficult to. So he's making so much space for his team to be able to allow this Void Spirit Inspector to get this farm up. Now we see Enigma, they want to go for something a little bit easier, go for this tier 1 bottom. There's no haunt still available for 30 seconds too.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. And not in a good way. Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We hot? Ooh.
Double kill.
Paused and said lag.
Oops.
Secret tried to do the same thing again this time. As soon as my control TP, like Zai forced the TP up top from pushing over and over again, they tried to take a fight, but Enigma was actually prepared this time. They had everybody at the ready. Beautiful lined up arrows from GH back to back. Yep.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep, Zai's gonna try to stall it as long as possible with that living armor, with that Nature's Grasp. Oops, little creep gets hit by the arrows.
Dire's bottom tower is
And they're actually gonna pop the glyph too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, he's making sure he keeps himself clarity'd up as well. He actually was quite low on mana the last time when they tried to go for that, you know, when Enigma splits up play to look for the haunt thing. So he has to make sure he has enough mana for the haunt and that dagger when they do go for those type of plays. And yeah, he's sending the courier out.
middle tower has fallen, as any fool can see. I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is
Oh,
under
they're smoking
attack.
too. Might be able to get him here. Yeah, they might just be. Yep. I think the next biggest things is now they have the Weehaw. He has his BKB2. Is probably just keep tabs of when the Roche spawns. If you can keep the lanes pushed out, you get a good opportunity around Roche. Get that Aegis. That's going to be your big go time. Right now, though, a little bit of time, they might actually press the issue forward here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. In a musket stroke,
Nisha has Axe now. Matu.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nice swap.
If you're just tuning in, Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Yeah, great way that they held their ground there too. Those both swaps from Kuroki were absolutely perfect, getting the ideal save. I saw what Nisha was trying to do there. I think he was trying to actually jump in and clip the backlines with the silence, so the Venge can't actually get the swap. Just out of range though to be able to actually get that. They get the saves and he actually gets focused down. Just still so much overwhelming control coming out from NIGMA. They get one stun, it's gonna be followed up every single time with another one.
What the f just happened?
Yep. Go finish that Radiance, at least in particular for Matumba. That's the first step, and then the second one is somehow get onto the back line. I think it's Nisha. It's going to be Nisha's job to really get back there and get the double silence with his resonant pulse onto those supports so they can actually make those aggressive moves on the front line. But it's very hard. Matumba.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, and then you see he, like we mentioned, like he has to probably get the third item BKB. He's got it queued up, but I don't know if he's going to have the time to be able to get that, as NIGMA not showing any hesitation here with that aggressive play top. Immediately into this Roche pit now. Aegis and Cheese, that's going to be the one to close the game out. Secret, and I don't see the fight getting at all easier. Just much harder for them. Poor Matama Man, never going to be able to really do what he wants to do inside of the fights because of this Viper pick that was the final one for Team NIGMA. They're gonna look for the fight. Okay, the fight. Look, it seems like they know where Team Secret is down here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Has that ever been cause for celebration? Radiant's bottom tower.
It's easy when you're not playing versus like any force staffs or anything again. You just a stun into an arrow. There's no way for them to really avoid those. I've seen Puppy trying to build toward it for quite a while now too, but it's super late in the game for them to be able to go back for it now. Too many people have died from the combo. Yeah. I think it's just extremely difficult either way, right? They're just at quite a deficit in this one.
I just noticed that Dire
has played their draft
under attack.
very well this game, just keeping up that aggression throughout the entire mid game, not giving Secret much breathing room at all.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack. In a blow to the Dire, their bottom tower has fallen.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, GH, again, just like yesterday, right? The first game of the day yesterday, GH had the absolutely dominant Mirana. This game as well, he's been, like, on point. A couple arrows he had that were whatever, but all the ones that mattered, he's connected on, and he's super farmed, 4-0-13. He's owning. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm glad they're not afraid to pick something. I know they have pretty recently, I think it was like 6 days ago, the Sand King, the Mirana. Just these easy types of setups, and just so many different ones also when they throw in the Venge too. Just makes the game a lot easier to play, and it's exactly what they've done. All three lanes pushing in aggressively. They've got good control. He's about to be 2. That's the yeah. Now he has 2 major items over the Spectre. Yeah, this is pretty much like their last hurrahs in these next few moments. They have to expend everything they can to just try to be able to take the fights. But yeah, I mean, you just see it over and over again. Matu, he tries his best to get into fights, but Weeha is just this brick wall. He does not allow him to get onto any of his teammates at all, and just holds him in place. Oh, swap. Pretty much done.
Double kill.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has someone might want to inform the Dire that their top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle
Oh, great cheese pass.
Double kill. Mega kill. Triple kill.
With very clean. They had like I would split up. They have right out. We have a draft. We have
Whispers in my mind. try to run, try to hide. I needed to survive. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late. Whispers in my mind, I slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too cloudy skies and lips of fire and stars between these two worlds. You try to find your own. I try to run, try to hide. I needed to survive. Heard you in the rain. Will you always be there? The last thing you said. Sorry if it's too late. whispers in my mind as slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said, sorry if it's too late. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said, sorry if it's too cloudy skies and lips of fire and stars between these two worlds. You try to find your own. I try to run, I try to hide. I needed to survive. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said, sorry if it's too late. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said, sorry if it's too late. Whispers in my mind as slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said,
Turn to pick.
Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, pick. Dire team, pick.
Shadow Demon.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team, pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team, pick.
Morphling.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Ancient apparition.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Go ahead. Select your heroes. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
你行你行你上你上，你行你行你上你上，你行你行你上你上。
in strength is victory.
It's a little different, but I like it because it also works really well. It's not just about the AA blast. I actually like just the ice text this game too. They have a ton of magic damage, so that burst potential will be increased a lot. And in AA versus Morphling, it makes the game, it makes it a completely different game, right? Like no matter what, you're not
really
playing versus the same style. If you're playing Morphling versus any other hero in the game, it's a completely different game than it is if you're playing versus AA. So you can just get caught and die at many times.
Coming through with the...
Yep, and I'm curious to see this mid matchup. I haven't seen a Batrider versus
30 seconds to
Visage.
battle.
I feel like Visage might have the potential to just get dove a couple of times here.
Is this on?
I believe Visage has one of the...
The battle begins. Or so I am told. I suppose I'd better start paying closer attention to the... oh, butterflies.
So yeah, I do think it could be a little risky, because even if you do get, let's say, the Grave Chill, you have to get the turn rate to turn around unless you get it right on top of you. So, I mean, we'll see how the matchup actually ends up going, but I've seen Secret have a lot of success when they've been putting Nisha on these type of very aggressive
Bottom tower
Valor
is
style things.
under attack.
First few levels, you're probably gonna get started. You're just gonna get dove. Another one with a really bad turn rate. You can waveform away, but that's your hard carry game, and you're kind of throwing him to the wolves. Like, I don't think Miracle would ever... I mean, Weehaw not gonna play the Morphling #1 either, so... Right. He's right now. He's owning right now with the last hits. He's got 6 stacks, but he got 4 and 2 in the first 2 waves. 7 stack. Doesn't look fantastic, but I think they wanted to prefer having, I mean, they wanted to have these two on these support heroes. Like the Shaker, they wanted it to be on Yapso this time around. Yeah. We have just holding it down. Look at this. 26 charges. Nisha's actually trying to get aggressive, but Weehaw is just going to laugh it all the way back. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually going really well. Okay. Better than I expected. Much better than I expected. He's been playing really well, right? It all just takes one slip up versus a bat, right? So.
Double kill.
Yep. And they're just locking a full. It's just a full aggro tri-lane. They're just like, Zai, good luck, whatever. You know, you do you. We're going to make sure that Matumba has an excellent game at bottom. Again, my control just TP'd back down here.
what... I mean, what do you do now? You're going to have to take the long walk back to the lane, and even then, it's... You're just going to die as soon as you get back to the lane against this try. And a DK... Already putting a DK in a side lane, you know, this hero's going to struggle. This hero needs levels. It needs to have that good boost at the beginning. And this, otherwise, you just become a little bit of damage reduction, and that's it. You don't offer any threat if you get shut down at the start.
Yeah, you're just gonna be this like walking like tower poker and a stun for like the majority of the game. And that, I think this is what I was talking about. It's like that massive amount of magic damage they have in. This DK is not gonna feel tanky in this game at all. Ice Vortex, your Bat Rider, your like I think Cindy even said it. Like the Bat Rider versus the DK is already bad. Throw Ice Vortex on top. Makes it a lot worse. And now YapzOr, he has a lot of freedom. They've smashed bottom so hard that he can actually sit around mid, and Weehaw has to kind of stay a bit further back, and we're seeing that discrepancy in the last hits quite significantly. 22 and 6 on the bat, 11-7 on the Visage.
Yeah, you know, does have the vision, knows that he's there, but has to play as careful as he is. Cannot afford being set up upon, and the space and stun being created, allowing Nisha to go in and get on top of Weehaw. YapzOr realizes, you know, I think he knows that he's being watched. He's going to start going back down towards the bottom. Mind control. He's going a little far forward. YapzOr.
He's got both trapped.
And Fisher's out. This is going to be another time where Mind Control and GH are in a whole world of pain down here. Mind Control steps in with a stun, but he is dead for a time in the first. It's down in this bottom lane, and GH, he's going to follow suit as well. This bottom lane is getting crushed by Secret, and Mind Control's game, it's been tossed in the bin already. He's 0-3 in the first 5 minutes as a side lane DK. He is going to have a nightmare of a time catching back up in this match.
This is where Miracle's like, it's okay, guys. I have 32 and 25. You know, this is my game to carry. I'm having a flawless one up here, but you guys just die a little less. Just have a little bit, you know, a little couple less deaths there. But YapzOr, perfect rotation. Godly Fissure catches both of them there. And he's just going to keep floating between these lanes. Keep pressure onto Weehaw. Nisha still has an Arcane Rune with that as well in the mid lane too. So Weehaw really has to be careful how far he steps up. And now the supports are just going to move. NIGMA, they're going to break, and they're going to try to make their own aggressive move in response. Yeah, a scan comes out, though. Nisha, he catches the scan on that side.
GH is trying to step in, starting to get the poison going. YapzOr looking for the Fisher lockdown. GH does step in. He kants to keep this poison on with Kuro as well. The wraparound, the lasso's there, dragging Kuro in, but Nisha's going to tick down low with the Maledict on him. Nisha has got enough regen to keep himself alive amongst the ticks. He will, by the looks of it. Is that last one enough? It's not. He will survive. They kill Kuro, and NIGMA's rotation and focus on the mid lane does not end up being successful.
They knew that there's no point in their support sticking on the sides, though, right? So they tried to make an aggressive move because bottom's not really getting helped too much anyway by them. Now they're actually bringing the supports bottom to try to make their own move. But I do see Secret. They're already set up here. GH.
Fisher again from YapzOr. Even GH with no route of exit. Kuro has got the cast and the Maledict focusing down, pushing back the AM with the right clicks will bring him low, but this is brought time for Matu to come in across from the lane. YapzOr trying with the body blocks. He's going to have Fisher back up in a few seconds. Mind Control getting bullied once again down here. They are breaking this man down to the core. A fourth death on the bottom lane as Secret are showing no mercy at all. They are just crushing Mind Control's DK.
You know, I was messaging you privately before the game, and I'm just like, I don't know why Secret doesn't just pick Earthshaker every game. Like, when they play so well around this. He's involved in all 8 of the kills right now on YapzOr.
4-0-4.
Yeah, like
7 minutes in. And we might be able to add another one to that here. Fisher's out onto Kuro. Sets up for the lasso. They're doing a lot of damage with the burst onto Nisha. And Nisha is going to go down for this one. This time Kuro will live. The Beta Restoration heals him up. That time round, the Fisher only setting up a bit of a disaster for his own team as he baits in Nisha to play aggressively with the lasso. And it cost Nisha his life.
So when that we got who ended up getting the last hit? Okay, GH did. Well, now even though he's got those low last hits, he was very good at least on levels in the mid lane, and now he's actually even in net worth with the bat. So
as we said earlier, this top lane, Miracle is having entire free farm as the Morphling. Obviously, of course, Secret with the lineup, the AA, they do have counters to the heroes, so in that sense, maybe Secret are just saying, you know, let's not worry about the Morph. We're going to be able to blow him up. Let's just try and make sure that none of the other members of NIGMA are having any sort of a game. But you've got to be a little bit scared if you're Secret. Because Miracle's done it before, and I'm sure he's carried a fair few games as Morph against AAs in the past, and I'm sure he could do it again.
Yeah, and he's also playing versus a matchup of like a Luna. I think Synderen was the one on the panel who we talked about is Luna doesn't like playing versus that strong single target burst, and that's exactly what Morph is going to provide when he does have this full free farm as he's queued up the Ethereal Blade as that first shot item. Secret looking again for poor mind control.
Oh my goodness. Little bit of safety ball from by GH with the disruption, but it's a 5th death. It really is. And now GH, he's going to run. But there's no hiding. There's no hiding with Nisha cleaning out the trees with the Firefly. GH going down again. This bottom lane, it's just a lot of bloodshed. A lot of bloodshed from NIGMA's heroes.
They're getting a good amount of tower, at least tower damage in mid because of that. They were right away starting to ping it when the move was already happening bottom. They get over 1,200 damage up on that one there. Now the rotations will start coming from Secret to push them away and maybe get some kills. NIGMA's aware. They back away. How's our levels on the AA doing? Since he's gotten so many kills down here, 208, he's not quite 6, but pretty high level already.
10-minute bounty runes coming up. Secret will be able to secure the bottom 2, but NIGMA, they'll have the space to head up top and get those in their hands. Mind control, he's just hoping that no one's looking at him down bottom. In the jungle, GH, half of the duo that's been receiving such a lot of pressure from Secret will continue to do so. They run him down, tries to escape. One more beam will do it. He's doing his best to juke out through the trees and will manage to hide. They don't quite find him. This time GH will live and Miracle's come over. He wants to look for a bit of action himself. He's found Puppey, and with a waveform forward and a couple of right clicks, Puppey will fall. So a little bit of a bonus there for Miracle as he moves over towards the mid.
That was a lot of space. GH ends up dragging 3 heroes to chase him during all that. They do control both of the outposts, I think because of that way they paced on the side of Secret, but yeah, they pulled a lot of heroes there and they end up netting themselves a kill with Miracle, so pretty good.
Yep, so was trying to look for mind control down bottom. He has popped the Elder Dragon form. I mean, anything to try and speed up the farm, speed up the pressure.
Buys himself a raindrop too, just anything to try to survive.
He's gonna
Goes
come over
toward mid.
Yeah, get some hits on the tier 1 mid. It's already very, very low. NIGMA should be able to finish it off here with this push. Secret, they've got the 3 of them around, but yeah, they're coming down. It will fall. Mind control's able to close the gap, get him with the Dragon Tail onto Nisha. The familiar stuns as well as the Soul Assumption bring him low, but the fish is there from Yap, so onto Wee. Doesn't trap him on the right side, but Weehar will be fine. So we'll be able to keep both of his familiars alive.
Under attack.
Keeping them back, and Secret again, it is Secret responding to NIGMA, but NIGMA still getting away with what they intended to do so with their own moves.
Yep. Secret also gets at least the bottom tower, so pretty even movements there coming out. They believe that, I guess, Miracle maybe hitting the jungle got them a little bit more. Same thing with Kuroki hitting that level 6. Pretty even trains coming around, 2 to 10, and it is pretty dead even on the gold and the experience. Yeah.
So maybe, that bottom lane, maybe you'll go into plan for NIGMA. This was just all part of the greater picture for them. Just keep the attention down there, let them have a few kills on mind control and GH. As long as they don't disturb Miracle. And so far, that's been what's happening. 89 and 41 on Miracle. The free farm continues. He holds on to that top spot in alignment with Matu. And that is Matu who's been involved in 9 kills. This Luna's 207, but Miracle's keeping on par with just relying on hitting the creeps. He's only had 1 kill involvement, and that's enough to keep him level with the carry that's involved in 9.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that Matu is actually the same level as him, though, because Miracle's been kind of alone up top with only like a dual lane, maybe. The fact that the Luna is actually the same level, I feel like it's kind of impressive, because he had a tri-lane split experience.
Fortified.
Another one to be found. GH, he just can't catch a break this game. In the river, caught out by Secret.
No mercy.
And with Matu sweeping around from the bottom, Secret, they'll start to push it onto this tier 1 mid. TP's coming in from mind control.
They want him.
They're going to start diving straight towards him. He pops the Elder Dragon form, will allow them to turn around and Dragon Tail Nisha. But Nisha's still in on top of the Dragon Knight. There's no backup inbound for mind control as he gets taken out behind. Secret doing a significant amount of damage to the tier 1. It's already down to half HP. Miracle's come across. The rest of NIGMA on the sidelines, seeing if they can get a lead in. They'll look towards Zai, slowing him down with the Grave Chill, but it isn't enough here. Fisher comes out, they turn. Ice Blast onto Weeha. He's getting burst low. The Familiar's holding back the rest of them. Eclipse coming into play as Matu steps forward. Slam as well. They take Weeha out of the game. Yapso's heading up to the high ground. Kuro does get the Death Ward out, but it's instantly cancelled. Secret get the 2 of them.
They still have Lasso available. They're threatening Miracle a little bit here, but he's able to back away. Secret just with those sheer numbers coming into play here this time, and they're still trying to knock down this tower. NIGMA trying to push them away from it here. They don't have the best D push at all on their team, and they won't be able to deter them off of it. 3K gold advantage.
Someone must be very pleased with themselves.
A very nice aggressive move. Aggressive stance by Secret. They're just, I think they're like recognizing we have a ton of team fight. We have a lot of magical burst. This is what we can take advantage, especially when there's no real front line on the side of NIGMA right now, right? The DK, Mind Control cannot walk up. He just gets eviscerated.
Zai. Well, it's going to try and chase. He'll be able to take away the control sub and trap Weeha up himself. Miracle trying to go forward, but there's not enough burst to commit to take down an Enchantress healing up with the maxed out Nature's Attendants. Zai can easily walk it off, giving Puppey a bit of space in the mid lane, allowing this AA to get some levels. As all of his kit really crucial in amping up the potential of Secret blowing up targets.
What's the Nisha going for? So Nisha, okay, he switched from the Blink now to BKB. I haven't seen that one much more traditionally now. There's bots into BKB rather than bots into Blink or anything like that. Just so he can actually pose something inside of a team fight rather than just being like a full pick-off hero. Definitely makes a lot of sense.
I think especially when you have a hero like the Shaker, right? You know, it's very easy.
He bought the Blink.
Yep, so to set up with the Fisher. Okay. Just
as we're saying.
As we're saying. I mean, it would have made sense both ways. I mean, you know, I'd like to have thought that Nisha was considering the 2 of them. Someone obviously made the call on the squad to say, hey, we need the Blink now.
I mean, they have Yapsor's Blink Dagger right now too. He's had it.
Oh, they got a double.
I guess that might be why they can just like both follow up with each other.
Yeah.
Just be like that.
And even just the ability to go. You know, Yapso's able to commit and keep his eye on the back line. Someone's gonna, because pretty much in most of the situations, you want to have at least someone keeping a lock on GH, because GH's disruption could still break up the initiation.
Absolutely. Now, 2 forms of initiation, and like we mentioned, NIGMA not having a good form of initiation, nor having a front line, should be pretty hard for them to look to take any type of fights, any type of head-on fights right now versus Secret at all. So they're just gonna have to play a little bit of this farm game. Mind Control, he almost has his Blink Dagger, so that's gonna give them their initiation tool. But for the next few moments, they gotta be a little careful on the side of NIGMA. Very cautiously on the side.
Yeah, until that E-Blade's done, NIGMA don't really have a way of just killing someone straight up in the fights.
Yeah, Zai's always gonna be a tough target too. He's got that hood finished already. So.
Radiant's top
moving up here.
Under attack.
Eyeing up potential of pushing in and fighting around this tier 1 top, something that NIGMA
some sort of magic at work.
Got to be pretty careful about. Looks like Nisha actually wants to be up elsewhere. He'll TP down bottom. NIGMA bringing in further back up to be here beside Miracle, as Miracle is just being fully protected as he finishes off this Eagle song.
I think they were trying to... I think Secret was really expecting Zai to get gone on earlier, because he pushed all the way forward. He had them sitting behind him for a very long time, and they're just like, okay, nothing's happening. Because Poppy also was just sitting mid-farming. He went from just hitting level 7 to already being level 9 in the last like 3 minutes, just sitting in mid lane attacking creeps. So they're getting a bit more out of the map at the moment on the side of Secret.
Yeah, Matu's farm is starting to hit a really good pace. Him on the Luna, he's getting a lot done. Top lane, Puppey will go down. So NIGMA finally able to take something out of this area. I've been focused on up top for the last minute or so, but as you say, you can't help but feel that Secret's just getting much more from this. Matu's farm, he has the Manta style done. This Luna on an excellent trajectory.
Ooh, they knew where Yapsor was there. GH was checking the tree lines the whole time. Then Mind Control seems to know something was up. You see 2 wards placed down from Secret up in that top lane in those last few moments as well. So they were really expecting that pressure to come a few minutes earlier. And Tumba, he's got his Manta finished up, so he's at a good timing too. And they're probably gonna go look for a fight versus NIGMA right now. They've got all their tools at the ready with these blink daggers.
Yeah, I mean Miracle will have the E-Blade.
Okay.
Just a creep away, and the E-Blade's going to be making its way over towards him. So now NIGMA at least having some sort of threat that they can use to bring one of the heroes low. As you say, they do have some relatively tanky heroes between the Hood on Zai, the Manta on Matu, ways to play against the Ghost combo.
Yeah, these fights now, you know, NIGMA, they're getting all these kits together. Like the Pipe, the Ethereal Blade, they've got the Blink on Mind Control now too. They also can look to take these fights. It's all going to be a lot up to these initiations.
Making the move towards Nisha. Smoke up. They swing him from the mid. Nisha will just be about to reveal himself down bottom, so they've got a good lockdown onto Nisha. Nisha's got the blink and a TP though, so if he makes the read to farm this and blink and TP, he'll make it away, and time of NIGMA is wasted, but NIGMA's closing in. GH, can he find it? The poison's out. Nisha's in the trees. He's got blink. Over he goes. He's still running. We are trying to find him with the familiar. Nisha goes for the TP away. They will not find him in time. Nisha is out, and the smoke gank will... It's not going to work out for NIGMA.
And it was a
Nisha able to read it and play away.
And it was a 5-man. It was like the whole team pretty much smoking as well. So you see that gold lead go up. Secret, they make the move top during all of that. They get quite a bit more again out of the map here.
They're getting so much. I mean, they're just moving perfectly with Matu, which is making
mid lane.
Matu's always in such a solid position. Mind control mid, drag back into the full brunt of the combo. Secret. Another def on the DK. Matu continuing to beat down on the tier 2 tower top. As this game really for NIGMA, they can only look to Miracle to make magic happen here, but he's got to get a lot of it done, as Secret as a whole are already immensely far ahead.
Yep, and as we've said a couple times, they have the thing to address that Morphling with that AA. Yep. You see now Miracle, he's actually just queued up the BKB. He knows, he's like, it's still just too scary of a game to go for a very greedy style. If he gets caught, if he gets just clipped, he could go down puppy. Look at they had to go on there for a second.
It's just very hard for them to get a jump on someone. They need mind control to be the one to make the moves, and even when he does, just having the blink at 20 minutes in, he's a huge liability. He commits and it doesn't go immediately how NIGMA want to in terms of blowing someone up. Mind control's going to die every single time.
Yeah, I think he's aware of that, right? That's why he didn't build any type of other items. He's just like, I'm going to die.
I go, I blink,
no matter what.
Die.
Yeah, exactly. So he's gone for just like, you know, raindrop and stick and wind blaze because it makes him move a little bit faster. But his real toolkit is just blink and stunning. Bit of more of a slowdown here, which Secret, they're just slowly accruing more and more gold.
Yep.
It's at a faster pace.
On Nisha. The bat's huge. Matu is not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, now they don't have a way to stop him. Before, you know, they had a couple... They at least have, like, the Shadow Demon ult to slow him down a bit, but they don't have any BKB piercing type of stun. So once he BKB and finds a target in the backlines, it has to pretty much get disrupted on that lasso, or it's going to get dragged into oblivion.
What Secret want to do around this is Roche is on the table. Smoke was used here, but does come to an end. Japsor still. Whoa, Miracle. He's heavily shifted into strength though, so they won't make a move onto him. He can move away. Still definitely a dangerous area for NIGMA to be around, with Secret having as many as they do here around the Roshan pit. Taking over this area of the map. Mind control, just doing his best to hit some creeps, get his treads done.
A little bit of something, right? I thought he might even just like queue a BKB and just go for like one big hard item, because he's just like, there's nothing really else that's going to provide too much usefulness on him in this game. But I don't know, he won't even get to that point for a very long time, so. NIGMA, they're all sticking together here. Do we have a smoke? No, it looks like they're just moving together to clear out their jungle. But yep, again, another 1,000 gold. Again, accrued for Secret.
Yeah, the difference is just getting bigger and bigger. This sort of passive play, it's not going to favor NIGMA at all, and Secret know that.
Yeah.
Secret know that if they can keep playing like this, Matu's just going to get bigger and bigger. And Miracle is the Morphe, he can't keep up. It's going to BKB, but then they've got to make something happen. If they just continue to play this farm game, this Luna's going to win outright every single time.
Yeah, because it's literally just the Morphling who's really farming. Visage is getting a little bit of something there, but you can just compare. Weeha's level 13, 8,400. Look at Nisha, level 16, and he's got that heavy, much more net worth because he's just been playing a lot more of that farm game because he has those boots of travel. They're grouping up now. Arcane Rune is popped. Trying to look for a catch here as they go for this tier 2 tower push.
Demands the BKB, they're suitably prepared to take these towers. There's no fear of NIGMA trying for something. I mean, I said NIGMA are going with the smoke, but I don't know what exactly they'll be able to find with this.
It would appear
And Secret, they've already taken the tower. They're already out of there. The wall will be dropped down, but Secret, can they actually get on top of them? NIGMA's trying. There's the jump. They will look to try and stun up Poppy, trying to stop the threat of the iceberg, but in they go with the lasso. Optica on the back lines. The defensive disruption comes into play. They have killed off Poppy. Poppy buys back immediately. The BKB from Nisha and Matu coming out as they turn onto Miracle, forcing this morph to back off. There's the Fisher cancelling Kuro's death ward. Miracle with a final waveform gets himself out of the fight. They are surrounding Matu, and Matu is actually getting rather low. Poppy turns the chain touch onto mind control. GH still alive. They're heading in, trying to chase down this Luna. Yapso though, in with the slap, turns the fight straight back around. They get the 2 kills. They're over towards mind control. 4 dead on NIGMA. They were putting everything into trying to chase down Matu, but Yapso are able to step back, get himself up and put NIGMA's chase to an entire stop.
They got the right target too, right? NIGMA, they did the right thing. They went straight for Puppy. They killed him before the fight starts, but the rest of all Secret are just holding their ground, and it's really just the Morphling providing a whole lot of anything. Actually, it was mostly Weehaw. Everybody else was just on retreat mode. There's too much chaos in the fights from this sticky napalm adding up. And yeah, now they get a Roche out of it too. How are you going to come back from this one?
This is looking like another, well, a rough one in a different way. As we said, we've had game 1, which is very much NIGMA leading from the start. Then it all fell downhill. Game 2, NIGMA, they held the advantage for the whole game. And now here in game 3, Secret very much doing so themselves. This game has been confidently in Secret's hands ever since that bottom lane got hit as hard as they were able to do so, just breaking mind control's game. Weehaw he had an okay time in the mid, but he's not able to have the same impact as Nisha. And when it comes down to the carries and the objectives they've been able to push for, Matu has just been getting so much from the map. He's 6-0-10. He is 5k ahead of Miracle's Morph. His Luna, it's huge. The Butterfly is going to be there very, very shortly. And NIGMA, they just don't have the damage to get in and kill these heroes quick enough. Sure, they bring them low, but they can't quite finish them off.
Yeah. And I feel like all the moves, like when NIGMA does try to make a move, it's very telltale because, you know, it's something I think the panel talked about a lot more yesterday, but when you do have these 2 supports that don't push out lanes, you're always having to show your cores. Like, there's always going to be a core on NIGMA showing to try to push out a lane. So I feel like they get so much information out of that. Because Witch Doctor and Shadow Demon, these 2 heroes just can't push lanes, so they can't actually make these moves that are unexpected. While Secret, everyone's just shoving lanes in constantly and just able to make these aggressive moves and just farm at a faster pace. That's what we've seen them do. They just have accrued that gold that much faster this game.
Tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Radiant's bottom
This will be another tier 2. And with that, I imagine, yes, the quarter staff already. He does. That will be Matu's Butterfly flying out in the next minute.
Woof. And yeah, DD in the bottle too.
Tower is under attack.
He is a monster in comparison to this Morphling now.
Yeah. And Miracle just can't keep up.
Oh, look at this. Zai actually uses his enchanted range creep from the top lane to drag the whole top wave that they were pushing to the mid lane. So now they don't have to address top. He just took all the creeps.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Now they actually have effectively all 3 other lanes pushing in now for Secret. We see that happen sometimes, but that was a really nice one as he got both creep waves because of how tanky and strong that enchanted creep is.
Middle tower is under attack.
Miracle does now have that BKB finished. So ready in the fights to try and stay on someone without too much of a worry. He does have to be aware of the lasso, of course. Nisha still with the means to trap him.
Radiant's
he's spotted by the trying to walk back to base, but they are just gonna play with him here. Gonna get dragged over and easily brought down.
Dominating. Own it.
Gonna might even see if they can get the familiar here as well. A little bit of extra money, and there we have it. Easy plus 100. Just in case Matu didn't have enough farm already. Reaching up towards the 20k.
The line is drawn immediately. They're like, nobody's top. They're going to be bottom. Go just directly run to it. Yap's already with the Shadow Blade. He's on his way to try to find somebody, try to find any type of pickoff. And they might just be able to find... Oh, no. Is it going to be mind control?
Oh, not again. Mind control. Dragonfall, return.
Okay.
They're able to burn. The BKB's out. Puppy has used the Ice Blast. Death Ward and the Coconuts is onto Puppy. Puppy, he's going to go down as might control a few more hits and Puppy will fall. They get the two of them, but now Matu just storms in straight away, pushing them back with the BKB already used on Miracle. He has to get away. So, NIGMA, they're able to get a few kills there. Still not necessarily the big ones they'd hope for, just the two supports as the three cores remain alive. And with that said, Secret can absolutely still push for objectives as they just take out the tier 2.
Be very pleased with themselves.
Poor mind control. He got the quick stun, but oh, poor mind control. I gotta ask something. Wait, so the bounty is what? They have to kill an individual player 20 times, right?
Someone has to die 20 times.
That's a... I mean, he's got 9. I feel like he's had one of the rougher games. They've been bullying him pretty hard. 20's a lot.
I mean, maybe they're going to be able to kill mind control 20 times. Maybe. This could be, if there was going to be a game where someone dies 20 times, this could be it. As I was having a rough one. It's a very hard game for him, and yeah, I think it's just a snowball effect really as a DK. You suffer early on, the whole game is going to be so hard to play.
Under attack.
And he goes, mind control, doing the job. He did his job. He got in, he got the bounty room, and he will die.
Monster
So a bounty for NIGMA, but a step in the right direction for the bounty in the real life. The Secret might be able to get this game, as that is the 10th death on mind control. So we're hitting the double digits.
They just have such the whole map control now. Every single wave is pushing in now too. Again. And it looks like this time they're actually ready to go for the siege. GH is going to make himself some lunas.
When he's in. He's trying to go. Nisha has got to put the BKB. Stays on top of GH. Takes out the Shadow Demon. As they go towards Miracle. Miracle with the waveform out to the side. Will be able to dodge the Ice Blast. Lucent Beam puts an end to Kuro's Death Ward. Secret is continuing to play this game where Matu is having the time of his life. This is 9-0-13. Up to the high ground they go. The supports of NIGMA do have buybacks available. They want to pop them, even though with those extra lives, very little they can do to stop this Luna right now. As Matu forces out the fortification, he's still sitting with a casual 4,500 in the bank, but he doesn't even need to spend to have the power. He's got the grab. He's got the grab they needed. Straight on to Miracle. There will be a defensive disruption. Is that enough to allow him to get out? Pots the BKB. Miracle turns to try and burst down Puppy, but Puppy with the Yules. He's up in the air. He's still alive. Miracle's trying to finish him waveforms him, but he can't quite do it. Has to TP out with the last bit, but the timing's there. Yapsel, he's in. He's able to stun Miracle just in the middle of the beat. Before the TP was complete, as they kill Miracle outside of the base, Miracle will buy back. Matu commits with his BKB, pops it. He's actually BKBing and TPing out. He's alright. He's like, peace. I'm out of here. We already managed to do what we wanted to do. We killed Miracle. We forced Miracle to buy back. We don't need to stick around any longer. We'll reset. We'll come for a second round. And next time, Miracle's not going to have that chance to get back in with a second life if he gets caught out.
They're just dismantling them now. It's been a single core morphling, and he's just completely countered, and he can't even focus fire to down because he's got so much extra defensive potential from the Enchantress's Greaves in the pipe. Just don't have the damage at all to bring it versus what Secret has.
No surprise there. We see on the records Matu hitting the highest net worth at this point in this event. I mean, I think it's going to take quite some beating as well. I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to achieve this level of farm. We've seen the numbers 11-0-13, 24k net worth, over 400 last hits at 32 minutes. Mind control. It's going to try for the TP out, but they have many a stun to put an end to that. And it's what, only 9 kills to go. 9 kills to go, and the bounty will be Secret.
I think it's not showing Mercy though, immediately setting up onto mid, onto Weeha.
Oh, well, you know what it is as well. I mean, Secret, you know, they're not going to end the game, Fog. They're playing this to the point where they are going to kill Mind Control 20 times. I'm pretty sure this is intentional. We'll see how heavy Secret push the issue, but they could keep it at this pace and just continue to farm Mind Control.
They could, but I think this might be one of the last hurrahs here for this. If Miracle does go down, there is no buyback for him.
I think they're going to try and kill him 20 times. That's racks. It's the aim of the game. It's the aim of the tournament. They're playing for the bounties.
Fair. I mean, maybe.
Take the racks, you know, secure the win, but back off. 32k lead. I mean, you know, Secret, if they're a team that, if they have a 32k lead, they're going to be able to close up the game. You know, there's a reason why they're not here. They just want to kill Mind Control 20 times.
Look at them just waiting on the high ground here for him too, because he's going to be the one leading the charge, because he's the one who has to lead the charge. Oh, this is mean.
I mean, it's the aim of the game. That's the Blast Bounty Hunt. Breaking down poor old off-lane players. Mind Control, 11 deaths. 9 more is a lot. I mean, it's taken them 34 minutes to kill him 11 times.
I mean, what's his death time at the moment? So 9 times. I mean, he's 13, so his death time.
Oh no!
It's gonna take way too long.
Oh, there he is. He's in this. Oh, they're gonna need detection. They do. Oh no! They found him. Oh, they've got him. That's a 12 death. And they'll take some more on the side of it, of course, because why not? Now the question is, of course, will NIGMA call GG at the 19th kill? Because there's a high chance they will.
That's actually a smart move. There's no way you let them. Yeah, you don't let them.
You know, just let Secret sort of waste their time with the long win. Let them get to 19 and they'll be like, nah, you ain't having that bounty.
All right, they're pushing high. They've got the double Alpha Wolves leading the charge too.
Go. Now the question is, will they start bouncing farming? That's what we want to see. They want to.
Oh, going in.
They're going in. There's the jump. Miracle's out for 100, and I think NIGMA might call it. As this is them being dove underneath tier 4s. No buyback on Miracle. Get the cast. Maledicted Death Ward onto Puppy. Free fire as well. Puppy's going to go for the TP out, and he'll be able to make it back to base. The fish is out on the 3 of them. Nisha steps forward with the lasso. Drags We Are side by side to Mind Control, and they'll call it. There'll be no chance for the 20 kills this game, as this one is well and truly over. 35-6. 38k lead at the end of it all for Secret, as they'll take game 3, and with that, the series. And yeah, this third game, it was a brutal one, Fog.
I mean, from start to finish, completely in control Secret. Every minute that went by, they gained a bigger advantage. It was just, yeah,